Hello friends, I am Dharmavi. Today we will know about our universe as well as the earth in the solar system. This video is for everyone, especially for class 3 and 6 because the content in this topic is related to their class syllabus. This video is only to clear your terms. So let's start with the learning objective. Learning objectives are to understand the meaning of universe and the galaxy, to understand the difference between the universe and galaxy, to know about the origin of universe, to develop basic idea of solar system and its planets, to gain knowledge about the meaning of the word satellite and types of movements in the planets. So let's start with the when we look at the night sky, what do we see? One would first notice one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you would see the number increasing. You can't count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with the tiny shining objects. Some are bright, others dim. It seems as the sky is filled with the diamonds. They will appear to be twinkling, but you look at them carefully. You will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. These objects are called stars. Now, one question in our mind is, what are stars? Let's see. Some celestial bodies means what? The sun, the moon, and the all objects shining in the sky are called celestial bodies. These are very hot and big. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in the large amount. These celestial bodies are called stars. Stars are large balls of hot burning gases. Along with these bright objects, you may also see the moon on the most of the days. It may, however, appears at the different times in different shapes and at different positions. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It is full moon night, or we can say Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it all. It is a new moon night, or you can say Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky best and clear if cloud is not there in the sky. Do you wonder why can't we see the moon and all these bright tiny objects during the daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. These countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light, and they look so tiny because they are very far from us. If you look at the sky through the telescope, you will see a vast space. This is a vast space which contains thousands of stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies are called universe. A large group of cluster or stars is called a galaxy. There are many galaxies in the universe. The earth is a part of galaxy called the Milky Way, or we can say Akash Ganga. Our earth is a tiny part of Milky Way. Look at this image. Our galaxy is called the Milky Way because it appears as a milky band of light in the sky when you see it in a really dark area. The Milky Way is large spiral galaxy. All stars we see in the night sky are in our own Milky Way galaxy. How was the universe formed? Many years ago, there was a big explosion or a bang and a huge fireball was created. These fireballs spread out a vast space. As it slowly cooled, tiny particles were formed. Over many thousands of years, these particles come together to form the heavenly bodies. This idea is known as the Big Bang Theory. Many years after the Big Bang, the Sun and the planets of our solar system form near the edge of the Milky Way. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by the different groups of stars. These are called constellations. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarushi. Sapt means 7, Rushi means saga. It is a group of 7 stars. Look at the figure. That forms a part of Ursa Major. In ancient time, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. It always remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarushi. Look at the figure. You will notice that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to the pole star. Some celestial bodies do not have their own light and heat. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetia, which means wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. All the planets move around the sun at the different distance and speeds. It means what? The term star and planet we can define simply in the word: those who have their own light are called stars, and those who don't have their own light, they are called planet. That's all, and for the time being you have some questions that you have to solve at home when you watch the whole video. So thank you for this watching video. Have a nice day.